Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding this video or any video that I have posted in the past. I will answer your question promptly. Jim is tired of eating ultra-processed food. Like most Americans, 60% of calories that Jim consumes actually come from ultra-processed food. And Jim also realized that 90% of all the added sugar is also come from ultra-processed food. One thing Jim wants to do is to eat more vegetables. And Jim find the right cooking system. The fast cooking system is designed to improve one's vegetable consumption. The reason for that is because by stir-frying, it's possible to cook many different kinds of vegetables. And it's probably no better method in cooking vegetables than stir-frying. And with the fast cooking system, by using advanced prepping, it is possible to cook many different kinds of vegetables together because you will have all the ingredients always available to you. And then, of course, with template-based cooking vegetable is easy. You don't need a recipe. Once you understand how the template works, you can cook many different kinds of vegetables. And because of this, Jim finds that he is now greatly enhanced his vegetable consumption, in fact, by as much as 200% than what he used to do. But more importantly, he really enjoys eating vegetables because it gives great flavor. And the vegetable that he eats also provide amazing nutritional benefit. And by combining different vegetables together, he fully maximizes the benefit of how he cooks. In this video, I'm going to use this dish as an example to demonstrate the principle of stir-frying vegetables. Now, you might say, well, I really don't like vegetables. But please hang in there with me, because the benefit to you nutritionally, once you figure out how to cook this vegetable dish, will be enormous. And on top of that, you might really enjoy eating vegetables. You might discover something that you do not know before. It turned out that the best vegetable dish that you cook is a vegetable medley. A vegetable medley is basically you have several different kinds of vegetables. It makes the dish more interesting. However, with all vegetable medley, you should start out with one vegetable which will be the primary vegetable. Now, in this case, the primary vegetable is baby bok choy. You notice that when I first put the vegetable into the wok, there's a lot of it. There's actually quite a bit of bulk. And the reason why is that because many vegetables, such as a leafy vegetable like this, the leaf will cook down. So if you want to be able to create a dish of sufficient quantity at the end, you need to start out with quite a bit of vegetables. And this is the reason why it is always good to have a larger wok, because then you can accommodate the initial bulk of the vegetable, and when it cooks down, it will be just right for the dish that you are looking for. The second vegetable that I'm going to add to this dish is some Brussels sprouts. I consider this as the supplementary or secondary vegetables. Now you notice here, I start out with oil. I use canola oil, and you can use any oil that you would like. And the idea of stir-frying vegetable in oil is because oil will get to the temperature known as the Maillard temperature range, which is about 250 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. It is at this temperature the molecules on the surface of the food ingredients will interact with each other to create flavor molecules. By now, I'm ready to add the third ingredients to this dish. I add some fresh shiitake mushroom. Now, this method is referred to as sequential cooking. I add the ingredients according to the order how long I want to cook them. For ingredients I want to cook longer, I add them later. This will allow me to cook everything to the right texture that I want. Now I add the final ingredients to this vegetable medley dish, which is some purple cabbage. The primary ingredients of this dish is baby bok choy. All the other three ingredients, which is Brussels sprouts, shiitake mushroom, and purple cabbage, are served as secondary ingredients. And next, I add some additional cooking oil because now I have more ingredients in the wok. I always start out with as little cooking oil as I possibly can, and I can always add more. This will help me to control the amount of cooking oil that I use in cooking each dish, so I will not use too much cooking oil. Now, it turned out that vegetable medley is probably the best way to eat vegetables. First of all, it makes the dish more interesting. By having different kind of vegetables, it will give them different textures. Like in this dish, you have contrasting texture between the baby bok choy and the shiitake mushroom. And also, the Brussels sprouts will add different flavor to the dish. At this point, I add a small amount of water because some of the vegetables, such as the baby bok choy, it's quite fibrous. The best way to soften them is by steaming them. I use only a little bit of water at a time because I do not want to dilute the nutrients in the dish. And I add only amount of water that I have just a touch of water leave in the bottom of the wok. That will be sufficient for me to steam them. And as the progress, I can add a little bit more water at a time if it gets dry. In order to cook this dish, to be able to efficiently to cook it within 5 or 6 minutes, you need to have the advanced prepping of all the vegetables. So in my case, all my vegetables are already in my refrigerator and I can just get them out and I'm ready to cook them. Advanced prepping is essential to cook a vegetable medley dish. When you have advanced prepping, you have many different possibilities to pick the vegetable to go into the dish, and this will make your cooking more interesting as well as creative. Now I'm ready to season the dish. I'm going to start out with some of my basic seasoning mix. This will help to enhance the natural flavor of the vegetables. I designed this seasoning mix specifically for stir-frying vegetables. You can find this seasoning available on Amazon and you can give it a try. I have provided a link below this video. If you find that you do not like vegetables, I think it's because that you have not had vegetable that has been cooked well. As Jim has found out, that vegetable actually is far more interesting because of their different flavor and texture. And there are many different kinds of vegetable that you can try. Unfortunately, most of the time when you eat vegetables, say in a restaurant or the traditional way how to cook the vegetable, you do not get to try different type of vegetables. And of course, you can also season your vegetable in many different ways. In here, after using my basic seasoning mix, I'm going to enhance the seasoning by use a small amount of hoisin sauce. The hoisin sauce will provide a bit of sweetness to the vegetable dish, and it will give the vegetable nice flavor. And again, there are many different ways that you can season your vegetable dish. And ultimately, it is this continuing process of exploration, which I call it flavor chasing, will provide you with the type of flavor that you are looking for. Last but not the least, I add a little bit of my Shaoxing cooking wine. I add them way at the end because they will provide the strongest wine flavor. There are many ways to season your dish, from something that is very simple, salt and pepper, to using a variety of seasoning agents, such as my basic seasoning mix. And then you can use different type of sauces to further enhance the flavor of the dish. I think flavor is very much a personal preference. The best way is to continue to explore it until you find the one you like. As Jim has pointed out, we all need to eat more vegetables because in ultra-processed food, you hardly get any vegetables at all. And in order to eat more vegetable, you have to cook for yourself. And there are many different vegetables for you to try out and explore. And with the fast cooking system, you will be able to achieve that. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you would like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.